Shea. I'm coming to you from Los Angeles. I'm a knitter. I design patterns under my name Goldmarie Hollywood Knits. And this is my very first video podcast on YouTube. First episode. Welcome everybody. I'm so happy that you're here and listen to me. One of my newest design that you can find on Ravelry is a sweater. It's called It Doesn't Seem So Sweater. So today I want to talk a bit about this sweater design and tell you a little bit about myself. So at this point, people usually ask, and where are you originally from? Well, originally I'm from Germany. I moved to California 10 years ago to start a new life with my new husband, who is from the United States. So we live together in the Los Angeles area, and actually right now we live in Hollywood. That's why my design name is Goldmarie Hollywood Knits. So let's get started with my sweater. I'm so excited. I uploaded this pattern and I had more than 700 downloads within less than a week. I mean, I'm just really thrilled. And I just thought I would maybe explain it a bit more to you. And yeah, for those of you who've already started this project, I would just love to hear how it went. And also, if you have questions or any suggestions, please let me know. You can leave a message here on YouTube for me, or you can find me on my Instagram page, on Facebook, at Goldmarie Hollywood Knits. Okay, let's get started. Here it is, the sweater. I just show it a couple of times probably during this video, and I explained what I did. This is a sweater knit bottom up in the round, stockinette stitch, no sewing. So then people might think, yeah, we do that all the time. You do a raglan or a yoke. Yeah, but this one is a little different because it has knit in, set in sleeve. So what it actually means, it looks like a set in sleeve with a seam here, but there's no sewing involved. No sewing to put in the sleeve, not closing the front and the back, no sewing. So why did I do this? A friend of mine in Germany, my dear friend Astrid, actually, we met through a Facebook group. Now that we're talking about it. Yeah, we met through a Facebook group. She's a knitter also, and from Germany, and she sent me yarn and like a care package from my home country with yarn and needles and notions and German treats and food that I cannot get here in the US. I mean, I can get mostly everything here, but you can find everything easily. So that was really great. But my friend Astrid, her left arm is kind of like really difficult. The left arm doesn't want to knit. So she can basically only do knit stitches and not purling. Purling is really rough. And also she can sew because that left arm does not want to help her with sewing. So that's why I came up with a special design for her, which is mostly stockinette, no sewing. And she already knitted like raglan sweaters and yoke sweaters, and personally, I mean, you can only have so many raglan sweaters, and yoke sweaters are beautiful, but I don't look good in a yoke sweater, so that's why I thought, maybe I'll find something different. So the way it works is you start at the bottom. I have some ribbing. It's a 2 purl 2 stockinette, or 2 purl 2 knit stitches. I usually work the knit stitches with ribbing through the back loop because my knit stitches don't look good in ribbing. It doesn't matter if it's 1 knit 1 purl or 2 knit 1 purl. So that's why I do through the back loop. I can show it a bit closer to you. So then you knit in the round until you reach the armpit. Same with the sleeves. The sleeves also knit with no sewing. You can decide if you want to knit them up with a double pointed needle set or magic loop. I also have these sets with 3 needles. What's it called? Crazy Trio. Yeah, I actually really like those. They're not cheap, but they're really good. Or there are sets with really small circular needles with really tiny tips. It's a little, yeah, you have to get used to it, but yeah, whatever you wish. So when everything is knit up with stockinette until you reach your armpit, it's really easy because you just knit in around and you can watch Netflix or whatever, or listen to my podcast while you're knitting. You have to connect those parts and bring them together on one needle. And the way it usually works is you have to bind off stitches under your arms and the sleeves, because otherwise you cannot get the needle through, and it would kind of like you wouldn't be able to move it. So usually you bind off and then cast on. Not with this sweater. That's a different technique. There is no bind off, no cast off, and you don't have to sew those stitches in the end. So they're already done when you knit the first round. Then we start with setting in the sleeves. If you've ever already knit a raglan sweater, you know you have the raglan line here, and then decreases are worked on the left and on the right side. So raglan. This is a little different, but probably the same technique. All the decreases are worked on the sleeves, so not on the front or on the back. That's why you have this straight, neat seam here. Yeah, and you knit in the round until the last stitches of the sleeves are worked. It looks like this here, the top of the armpit, and then you have to do something with the front and the back shoulder. So you have like the stitches on 2 different needles for the back and the front, and usually you would bind those off and then sew. And what you can also do is, I mean, if you really like to, I don't like, but you can do Kitchener stitch. Don't we all love Kitchener stitch? But for me, this is a sweater with no sewing, and Kitchener stitch is sewing. You need the needle and work it through all it. So no sewing. How it works is you get those parts connected together with a 3 needle bind off, and that it's work from the inside out. And I show you how the seams, the not sewing seams, look from the inside. It's really clean and neat. Same with the sleeve. It looks really nice. And the last part that needs to be finished is the neckline. For this sweater, I kind of wanted a neckline like a sweatshirt. So it's a pullover. You pull it over and you're good to go. But if you wish, you could wear a blouse underneath with a nice collar. I actually like that. Or you could just knit a turtleneck. So that's just whatever you like to do. I like turtleneck, but with hand knitted, and it's wool, it always itches. So this is baby alpaca, but for me itchy. So, what do you think? I hope you enjoy seeing this design, and I also hope that you already downloaded the pattern. I also hope that you started knitting, and yeah, maybe you enjoy this. I picked, like I said, the baby alpaca. It's a King Cole yarn. It's DK. You can use any DK yarn for this sweater when you follow my pattern, but my gauge is a little off because I used the biggest size needle. I used 4.5 millimeters. That's the US 7, and I think the yarn comes with the suggestion of a needle size 6. But then again, that's why we swatch. That's a whole different topic for another video. Do we need to swatch? Do we need to check our gauge? No, we don't. Only if you want the piece to fit. So it depends. If you're knitting a blanket, doesn't matter. Yeah, so that was my Doesn't Seem So sweater. I have a little bit, I have another sweater online on Ravelry. It's a cardigan. It's a V-neck cardigan knit with cables and some wider ribbing. That's kind of like a really figure hugging. And it's knit from a beautiful merino yarn, a British yarn. It's West Yorkshire Spinners Exquisite. It's really a beautiful yarn. But again, you can use any yarn that matches the gauge. It's fingering. So if you would like to check out my patterns on Ravelry, please go and look up the Goldmarie Hollywood Knits. Yeah, also, you probably think, oh, what about this cardigan? Yes, I made this myself. It's one of my favorite knits. This is the kind of cardigan I like to wear. I'm a cardigan person. I love cardigans because I'm always cold, unless I'm not cold, but then it's easy to take them off and I don't have to pull it over. This one is also one of my favorite yarns. Unfortunately, it's discontinued. Everything in life, you know, you get used to it and you love it and then it's discontinued. It's shampoo, lipstick, coffee, or yarn. But I show you anyway because I have, of course, a little stashed. It's a European yarn. It's called Gidifra. And it's a ribbon yarn. It's very soft and it's shiny. It's not for everybody. I love that. It's a mix with cotton and 20% polyamide. That's how the shine comes. It's soft and I just love how it knits out. I actually made this cardigan twice. Same cardigan, same color, same yarn, because the first one, I lost my cardigan at Union Station in Los Angeles while I was traveling to Germany. Yeah. So I came to the airport. I was looking for my cardigan. I couldn't find it. So I probably lost it when I was hopping on the subway. So I just made another one. And also, I recently finished this cardigan, a completely different style, same pattern. It's a black cardi made of merino yarn held double with mohair. I love mohair. I love kid silk mohair. It has to be thin and snuggly. But it looks like so different because of the different color and the different yarn. And also, I mean, I love black sweaters and black cardigans, but patterns are so hard to find. And you know why? It's just so hard to take really nice pictures of black knitted clothes. So I probably look into writing up this pattern for the cardigan. And I probably will have pictures in black too, but I already know it's not going to be perfect. Let me quickly show you what I did. So this has a shawl collar. It doesn't have buttons, no holes. It's just really simple. Goes straight. It has some fitting here. It has set-in sleeves. I had to do some sewing. That's totally fine. And I added a little extra here at the end of the sleeve. It's a crochet. I like to crochet and I think it looks pretty, but I'm not really good with it because it makes my right hand hurt, because it's just more work than knitting. But if I can add some crocheting to my knitting, I really enjoy that. So yeah, this is my cardigan. If you're interested, it's probably coming up soon. Yeah, and I always wear a blouse underneath. Let it just loose. Sometimes I just stick it in like this, you know. Yeah, so that's my favorite cardigan and also my favorite color. I like this blush. Yeah, that was it for today. Thank you for listening to me. I hope it was not boring. And next time, I'll probably tell you more about yeah, how I learned to knit and why. But for now, next week, I'm traveling to Germany. I'm going to visit my mom and my family and my friends and my knitting friends. I'm very excited. I go back to Germany at least once a year. I try to go twice to see my mom, and this year I will also go in September. But this trip I'm gonna visit my friend Heike in Winterberg. We haven't seen each other for yeah, more than 10 years because the last time I saw her was before I moved here. Also, to mention Heike, ever since I moved here, she was just begging me to have a video blog and to talk about my knitting and my experience as a German girl living here in California and getting a new life. I quit my career in Germany and sold my car and my apartment to live with this guy. And she always thought that it was super exciting and I should have a blog. So here I am. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for listening to me. And see you next time. Always bring your knitting with you if you can. Knitting makes us happy. And I hope you will find a new project, a new yarn whenever you need it. Again, thank you for listening. Bye.